Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. This is going to be another pick a card reading for what messages do you need to hear the most right now. So basically, like messages from the universe, guidance from the universe. We have 3 piles here, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I pulled a rune for each pile just for like additional guidance and additional messages. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and all the likes and shares and support I'm getting from you guys. You guys are so cool and so wonderful. I love doing these readings, and I hope you guys enjoy these readings as much as I love doing them. I am doing personal readings right now, so I'll leave all that information down below if you want to get in touch with me, and I'll send you all my information and prices. This is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever these messages find you, whenever this reading finds you, is when you are meant to hear the message. So yeah, I think I covered everything. So, okay, so let's get on to your reading. I will see you at your reading. Hello, everybody. If you chose the first pile with the yin yang emoji, this is your reading for the messages you need to hear the most right now from the universe. And the first thing I'm going to go to right now is your rune. So you got the rune of possessions and nourishment. And this really speaks about, this is a blessing. It's also about gifts and fulfillment and nourishment, how you can nourish yourself and how you can nourish others. This calls you, it kind of reminds me of the Seven of Pentacles in terms of like, and equivalents to like tarot. It speaks about questioning all that you've gained in your life thus far, because I do feel like a lot of you guys, if you chose this pile, you're in the middle of a crossroads of making a decision on how to move forward in your life. But I do feel like you guys are not really as present as you should be. You have all your cards are upright except for one, and it speaks of the hummingbird spirit. It says be here now, and it's in reverse. So I really do see here like you guys are in the middle of like self-reflection, or this is a really good time for you to self-reflect about what nourishes you, what you care about, what brings you passion. You're thinking about creativity. I feel like you guys are getting a lot of physical and emotional feelings, and that is Archangel Raguel giving you those feelings to guide you to make the next decision in moving forward in your life during these like really crazy and uncertain and challenging times. I do feel like you guys are going through a challenging time, but like everybody is, but I do feel like your challenging time is more has to do with within, about like where you want to go moving forward. I do feel like scattered and all over the place when I'm like kind of channeling these cards. So I do feel like maybe you guys are all over the place as well. Like you guys are just moving from thing to thing to thing to thing and not really being present in one thing or like finishing up one task. You do have chopped wood here, which speaks about taking care of one thing at a time, making like a to-do list, getting a routine situated, really taking care of things at home, cleaning, organizing, all that stuff, and really relaxing, taking time to take care of yourself and take care of your family or other people that you can take care of, and really just kind of reflecting on what you have gained in terms of wisdom, creativity, knowledge, and stuff like that, and how to use that moving forward in your life. Because I do feel like you guys are at a crossroads, like I said, and really trying to figure out like where to go next, like what to do next, like what do I want to do with my life. Like this is a real like serious reflective energy I'm feeling, but you are, I feel like, really scattered. The hummingbird spirit speaks of being, like I said, all over the place. It's really asking you, since it is in reverse, to be still, be here, be now, be in the present, and enjoy the time that you have right now. Enjoy what's available to you right now. Focus on one thing at a time, like I was saying. Like wherever you put your attention is where energy flows. So I feel like if you guys are putting your attention on a million different things, you're gonna get like a million different results. It's gonna make you crazy. It's gonna make you feel like scattered and like you're not getting anything done. And I feel like you guys really need to focus on one task. And I really do feel like that task is yourself and spirit, and like really taking care of yourself. I'm really getting like a taking care of yourself so you can take care of others type of energy. I do feel like maybe most of you are feeling like You're not really focused on like the good stuff that you have to you right now. And I know like times are like really hard right now. Even though this reading is timeless, like I just, whenever this reading finds you, I know that the collective and society is going through a really difficult time right now. But I do feel like it's just really important for you to focus on focus on your joy, focus on your happiness, instead of trying to find something better elsewhere or trying to distract yourself from what is actually going on in your home or within yourself or something like that. I also feel like you're feeling like whatever you have right now is not enough, which is probably why you're scattered, and you're looking for that fulfillment, that nourishment from outside of you, instead of looking for that nourishment and fulfillment from inside, which I do feel like you guys have a lot of creativity at your fingertips, but you're not noticing it because you're so focused on like other things. You're either focused on the future too much or the past too much. You're really, it's like the universe is really asking you to be present in this present moment, because all you seek is with you right now. Like, you have everything you need to move forward. And I really do feel like it's a time to appreciate this time that you have off. Maybe you're not working right now and you're noticing you have a lot of free time or something like that. This is really like a blessing in disguise. It really is for you to like enjoy this time that you have, because it's timeless and it's like the perfect moment for you to really focus on your creativity and really focus on a transformation that's going on within you. I do see a lot of fives here. So this, like I said, is I feel like for a lot of you, it's a challenging time in terms of like your inner work and like you being present on what's going on, like I said, within you and within your surrounding environments, because your environment is changing, because you're changing, and spirit has your back in this, because you have eagle spirit that says spirit has your back, bat spirit that says a rebirth is assured. So you definitely are going through a rebirth, and during this rebirth, it's so important during times of transformation and ascension and all that stuff that you really take really good care of yourself. Like, take sleep as much as you like want. I really do feel like you guys who chose this pile really need to sleep, take naps, if you can, like, sleep as much as you can, if you have the time, if you really can, if you don't, taking care of kids and stuff like that. But sleep as much as you can, or just relax, watch a movie, do something fun. I feel like you guys have been like overworking in the past, and really like striving for something in a really like stressful type of like anxious like type of energy. Like, I feel like in the past maybe you guys were overworking yourselves way too much to like to feel a fulfillment within you that was like never fulfilled, or you could never fulfill it fully. Oh my god, that was weird. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you guys were working so hard to like for like either like validation or some type of like accomplishment that you wanted to achieve that was never achieved. And now that you have this time to really take care of yourself and take care of your home and like organize yourself and really decide, do you want to go back to working and overworking to achieve or to accomplish something that you may not ever accomplish in that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you were working like a 9-to-5 job and you were doing like overtime and stuff to just like get a paycheck, to get that money, to get, enough money where you could like, not even enjoy yourself with the money, but so that you could pay bills and take care of your family. And I'm not saying that you can't do that. Like, that's not a great, accomplishment to strive for, but maybe I feel like it was the way you tried to strive for it that was the issue, if you know what I'm saying. That's just one example, but put it to your situation. But definitely this is a time to really use your creativity this time, this like break and this rest, this like, challenging time with the like virus and everything, where everyone has to stay at home and like, self-quarantine. Like, this is a really good time for self-reflection. It's a really good time to transform your life the way that you want it. And I do feel like you guys are very creative and have been receiving like really creative ideas through either physical feelings or emotional feelings. Like, you're being really divinely guided to like choose differently. And I feel like the choice is in choosing yourself and choosing to take care of yourself, because you are definitely going through a transformation, through a rebirth here, which is like really, it's super positive. It's what's meant to happen. This is all divinely guided. Like I said, this is a blessing in disguise. So don't ever think like, it's selfish to take care of yourself, or you should be working, or you should be doing something. Like, that's kind of what we need to break down. And that's actually the thinking patterns and the behaviors that is breaking down with whatever's going on right now in the world, like thinking differently. Let's think more creative, use more of our yin, feminine side on how to fulfill our desires and how to fulfill those accomplishments, of how to listen to our soul and listen to our soul's calling, because we're really being guided to like transform our thinking right now. So with the bat spirit here, it says a rebirth is assured. This is a time, it's definitely a transformative time right now, almost like the death card I'm feeling. It's about something has run its course, something has died, something has finished, and it's time for you to surrender. And it promises you a new beginning. So you are definitely being promised here. The universe is promising a new beginning when you let go of your old ways of thinking, or just transform your old ways of thinking into thinking more like present, like being more present, being more grateful, being in a state of gratitude for this time that you have. It's just a simple mind shift I feel like you guys are going through or need to go through right now to make a completely different change. And I feel like your creativity, you are expanding, you are being more expansive in terms of your thinking, your emotional body, your spiritual body. Like you're I feel like a lot of you are really getting creative ideas on what you want to do next in your life, but you're scared because you feel like you're not going to accomplish the same things that maybe you were accomplishing when you weren't when you were like working 9 to 5 or working really hard, or going into that like unconscious type of like routine where it's like you get up, go to work, come home, cook dinner, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you think you're not allowed to be creative and make your own path and forge your own like path and future for yourself. But spirit is really telling you that this is the time to do so. This is like the perfect time. Whatever type of reoccurring physical, emotional feelings you've been getting, it's for a reason. It's because you're meant to do something else. You're meant to forge a new path so that you can be happy and really accomplish what you're meant to accomplish. I feel like a lot of you guys, this is unknown territory for you guys. So that's why I feel like with the fives here, you have 23 and 5, and 23, reduces to a 5. So I do feel like you are at the end of a cycle and a new one's beginning, but it's very challenging for you because you're not used to it and you may feel lost. You need to, this is a great time to trust your intuition. So really, really sleep. I feel like the best way for you to get in tune with your intuition is to rest and relax and not do anything, at least for like 24 hours. If you can, like really like just do whatever you want to do in terms of like rest and relaxations. I feel like a lot of you guys are like in a energy of fears and worries because you're afraid like this new dream or this whatever type of signs and signals you're getting to create this new dream for you is not going to work out. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to fulfill you. It's you're just moving from darkness to light and you're still in the dark. So that's why it's a little bit unsettling to you at this time, but spirit has your back. You have eagle spirit here. Spirit is guiding you to do this. So don't ever think like, that you can't do it, because at the core of these changes and at the core of your feelings about wanting to make these changes is love. And that's all that's true right now, forever, all the time, like is only love. Love is the only truth. So when you do something that you love and you're in the vibration of love and you're moving and your intention is love in everything that you do, you have no choice but to succeed and everything else will just die away. I feel like you guys are, it's darkest before the dawn and all will be revealed at the right time. It's just that a new form is like forming right in front of you. But yeah, I don't think, like I said, you're not present enough to actually see it. So I feel like your main message here is to be present, to go with those feelings, trust your intuition. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. I know it's challenging because you maybe have never done that before. But you're getting a rebirth in faith. You're getting a rebirth to establish new relationships with yourself and new relationships with others. Like this is definitely a very transformative rebirth type of time. And I know it's scary, but you just have to really rely on your intuition right now and really try to be as present as you can and just really take care of yourself and what you have in front of you. Really pay attention to what's in front of you. I am going to read to you the fork in the road card because I've been looking at it and I feel like they're guiding me. There's like a message in there for you. So it's number 13 if you needed to know. So, like I said, card speaks about decision making, considering the consequences as you prepare to act and make a decision. It's owning up to your obligations to make necessary choices. It says every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you're being asked to come to a decision, which will further your dreams and change your circumstances. Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. It's time to be present. Don't avoid this juncture because it's an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Again, like I said, this speaks about being present and really like making the choice that you're guided to make. And I feel like you are being guided to make a choice, but you're hesitating for some of you. And I feel like this part of your journey, this choice that you're facing, you will inherit a change for the better. You will evolve. It'll better your circumstances. You don't have to be afraid, because I do feel like a fear, anxiety, worry type of energy from this pile. Abundance is all around you if you choose to see it, if you choose to embody that energy. And yeah, so it's just time to like really be present, basically, and like just try to relax. I'm getting so anxious I can't even speak, like, as you guys, I'm just so flustered, and I just feel like you guys are so flustered, and I just feel like you guys really need to like sit still, meditate, calm down. I feel like your solar plexus, maybe you should listen to like a solar plexus meditation chakra type music, because it's like that's where your willpower is, that's where your creativity is, that's where your confidence is. I feel like maybe listening to that and just taking 5 to 10 minutes to listen to that type of stuff, they have great ones on YouTube, will really like help you be able to like follow your intuition and follow the guidance that Archangel Raguel, the eagle spirit, the hummingbird spirit is trying to tell you, because it's like this is like a really important juncture in time in your life right now. Like, it's like no matter what you choose, you'll always, you'll have a meaningful experience, but it's really important for you to choose, and don't let others choose this for you. So yeah, good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some type of confirmation or reassurance as to what's going on, or what the universe wants you to know right now. So really, I can't stress enough, like, sleep. Like, I'm really getting like the need to say you guys need to sleep. You guys aren't sleeping. I feel like it's really important for you to sleep, because that's where you get all your guidance and your information. So really take the time to sleep as much as you can, whenever you can. Take naps, I feel like this is just a really great time for you to really take care of yourself and sleep. So I hope this was helpful, and I want to say thanks for watching, and take care, stay safe. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Take care. Hello, my second pile. So if you chose the Wheel of Dharma emoji pile, this is your reading for messages you need to hear the most right now, guidance from the universe. So the first thing I see here is that you guys have a lot of cards in reverse. So that speaks about, I am getting a type of resistance to change. You do have the rune of breakthrough and transformation. So this speaks about a shift and a breakthrough in self-change. So I feel like you guys are resisting maybe a self-change when it comes to love, what love means to you, who you love, loving yourself, because you do have parenting next to it. So I do feel like that really speaks about changing the way you parent yourself. If you have kids, changing the way you parent with your children, in terms of like really doing it with love, really doing it from an unconditional place, knowing that love is all around you. You are lovable. You deserve love. Your kids deserve love. Your family members deserve love. Your parents deserve love. I feel like you're really changing on how you see love and how you see the world around you. This is a really positive rune, actually. It also speaks about new attitudes and new perspectives, like I was saying. It speaks about a new dawn, a new day. it's just a very unique type of rune that also speaks about success after a long journey, but also a new beginning for another journey, and that you've followed the divine to this point, and now it's time for you to sit and rest and enjoy the sunlight. So I do feel like you guys are, I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I do feel like you guys have started a new thing, but you're having a hard time letting go of the old ways of thinking or the old stories you've been telling yourself, because you do have the card here, never ending story in reverse, and it's a 10. So it is a cycle, but you're resisting it, or you're just having a really hard time letting go of a story that you keep telling yourself, whether it has to do with your parents, your kids, your life, whether it has to do with yourself. You're just having a really hard time with it. And I feel like it could possibly have to do with a relationship, because you have Ant Spirit here, which speaks about number 1, which is a new beginning, and it says time to collaborate. So I feel like, for some of you, you could be wanting to collaborate or meet up with someone or get together with someone again, whether it be a family member, a friend, a partner, an ex-partner, but you're having a hard time letting go of the past so you can have a new beginning with this person. And I feel like the universe is really asking you to really take care and really teach yourself, parent yourself in love. Whatever love, I feel like for some of you, you still are holding on to the story of the love you didn't receive from your parents or your family. So this is a time to really parent yourself, give yourself that love that you never received from your parents, and forgive your parents for not giving you the love that you needed or that you wanted, because it's like they only gave what they could, and they gave what has been given to them. And it's like, you can't take it personally, even though they're your parents, they love you, but it's like maybe they could only show you so much or do so much for you because that's all they knew and that's all they know, because they were only given so much. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault if they didn't emotionally nurture you or encourage you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only imagine, hurt people, like, you only give what you have. And I feel like for some of you, you're holding on to that story of what your parents gave you or what your guardians gave you, it wasn't enough for you, and you're thinking maybe they didn't love you, or you didn't know what love is, or you had a very conditional idea set about love from your family, and you're taking that story and kind of living it because you keep telling it and you keep repeating it to yourself, and it's it's kind of tainting and muddling up this new beginning that you have here, where you can collaborate with someone around you in your environment, and which definitely could be your love partner, but it's tainting that story. And I feel like for a lot of you, it could be, I'm sensing more family and friends, it could be a love partnership, but I'm sensing coming together with a parent again, and you're scared the same thing is going to happen, or you're repeating the same mistakes or repeating the same behaviors and lessons and beliefs, and it's time for you to get out of that and really parent yourself, and even maybe parent your parents. I feel like a lot of parents, if they didn't give you something or they lacked something that they were supposed to give you, it's because they've never gotten it and they don't know anything about it. So I feel like you know better, so you can teach them hey, this is how you love, or hey, the world is actually not that conditional or bad of a place. There is really loving, caring, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I feel like that was a really specific message, so that will relate to someone, but someone needed to hear it. So, but that's just one example. It could be anything, but there's definitely a story you're telling yourself that you need to stop telling yourself in regards to a partnership of some kind or a relationship of some kind. And I do believe it has to do with your parents. Now, you do have the archangel here, Haniel. It says passion, and it says trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So definitely this could have something to do with your love life, if it's not a family or a friend. You're getting the guidance to renew your passion in your love life or career or a work partnership or something like that. You're getting the guidance to do so, but I feel like you're stuck with the story that you're telling yourself. And it's you're not seeing, you have message in a bottle here, in reverse, which speaks about red flags, not seeing the red flags and kind of ignoring the red flags. So I feel like you're ignoring the signs that you're getting from Archangel Haniel, where you can have this new beginning. You have a new beginning, but it's you're still kind of stuck in this cycle, or you're having just a hard time letting go of a story you keep telling yourself. And it's just really time to let that go. With serendipity here, I'm gonna read serendipity because I feel guided to, but it speaks about luck and coincidence. And what number is that? And just yeah, it just really speaks about luck, coincidences, good fortune when it's upright. But since it is in reverse, it speaks about where you feel kind of uncertain. I feel like a lot of you maybe feel uncertain and just not like comfortable letting go of the story because it's all that you know. And I feel like maybe there is some events. I know there's a lot of events going on in the world and stuff like that. So that could be like kind of like also bogging you down and also worrying you in terms of like work. If this is a work related situation, like the people you work with, or how you're gonna find another job, or like what's going on with like, it could be anything like that. And it's just like you're not hearing the signs to follow your passion. I feel like Archangel Haniel is really saying follow your passion, use your mind wisely, and see the bigger picture of what's at play here, and stop telling yourself that same old story. This in reverse, the serendipity card speaks of like synchronicity coming together to lead you directly into difficulties, into chaos, to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you can move forward in your wealth and abundance and prosperity. So it's like basically saying don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There's a silver lining, and spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you're meant to go. So you really need to pay attention to the signs presented to you. I feel like you guys are kind of like avoiding the fact that like society, the collective consciousness, humanity is changing, and like honestly nothing will ever be the same, but that's a good thing. It's to help you to focus on what you actually do care about, and it's leading you to what you actually like really do love and care about. It's leading you to your passions. And I feel like maybe you guys, that could be like something that you guys were holding on to, that story like about getting back to work. When can you get back to work? When can everything just go back to normal? And honestly, I'm going to tell you, nothing is ever going to go back to normal after this. Like everything is going to change, but it's for the better, and it's to help you get you to where you need to be. But you are learning a lesson on trusting your intuition, trusting the messages that spirit and Archangel Haniel is trying to give you. It's about listening to your heart. And realizing that everything happens for a reason. So if you really are like in a situation where it's like you're not working right now, and there's no income coming in, this is really telling you to tell yourself another story and put your faith and trust into spirit, into the universe, into your passions that you want, because your passions are going to make you, your income are going to support you, are going to reap abundance and awarding accomplishments and everything that you could ever like want. There is a silver lining to whatever is going on in your life right now, and you're really just guided. It's just really guiding you to where you're supposed to go. But I feel like you're having a hard time seeing it because you keep repeating or telling yourself the same story, or keep like going into like fear-based thoughts and worries, and you're watching the TV a lot or the news or something like that. And it's really asking you to kind of like stop that and really parent yourself and like teach yourself what love is. Like teach yourself what feels good. Teach yourself about your passions. Like really parent yourself. And then maybe you can parent others. Maybe you're supposed to be a counselor or something like that. It's really teaching you to parent yourself, take care of yourself, take care of your kids, love your kids. It's really showing you, or trying to show you, the universe is really trying to show you like love in all areas of your life, but you're having a hard time seeing it because maybe you're focused on the lack of love, the lack of income, the lack of stability, and you're never not stable. You're always stable within yourself. The only thing that's falling apart is structures, societal structures, community structures, which it's supposed to, because it's just time for a new dimension, a new reality in the world right now. And it's like it's time for you to learn a new lesson and to think differently and to see from a different perspective with the breakthrough rune here, and really like guide you to where you're meant to go. But it's like you need to pay attention to the signs presented to you, and I feel like you're ignoring the red flags. You're ignoring, it's like I feel like a lot of you guys know what's going on. I feel like you guys are like very highly in tune to the universe, and you know that whatever's happening right now with the whole virus thing and stuff like that, I'm not gonna get super into it, but whatever's happening right now is like happening for a reason. I feel like you guys know that, but you guys are so used to like the structure of like like working 9 to 5, doing this, going to the store. Like you guys are so like used to like the same old routine, and you guys are just having finding it difficult to have a new routine and stop telling yourself that new story and like shift into a new paradigm, a new perspective, and a new reality. But I feel like you guys already know that that's what's needed. like I said, it's just you're not listening to your intuition. You're not paying attention to the red flags. You're not paying attention to what is actually like really, really going on a deeper intuitive level. And you really need to pay attention and know that everything is okay. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to be. Put your faith and trust in yourself. Put your faith and trust in love, because that's the only thing that's actually true. And just focused on the love you have for yourself and for your family, for your parents, for your kids, and really try to collaborate with people who now align with your passion. So whatever your passion is, whether it be singing, whether it be it could be your partner. If you have a love partner, really collaborate with them. Like if you can be with them, like be with them, and really like talk to them, like love each other. Like this is a time to love and to share love and compassion and respect, and to share your passions, and to find other people who are passionate about the same things that you're passionate about. So you do have pig spirit here, and it's in reverse, and it says use your mind wisely. So like I said, you guys aren't using your mind to your best advantage. You guys are stuck in a really harsh story, a really fear-based, worried, anxiety type of story you keep telling yourself or replaying in your mind, and you're not using your intuition to the best of your abilities. You also have giraffe spirit in reverse, which speaks about seeing the big picture. So you're, like I said, you're really not seeing the big picture. You're not seeing the silver lining in whatever's going on in your life right now, which is fair, but it's time for you to get out of that, and you really need to start seeing like the good and the love in what's going on right now, because there is good. There's still good in the world. There's still love in the world. And I feel like you need to shift your focus and your intention on that, on the people that are helping others. Maybe you can help others at this time. Maybe you can really show love in a different way than what you've done before, and really spend time with others, like be a companion to someone that maybe you've always ignored or something like that. It's just time for you to really see through the eyes of love, not through the eyes of fear, is what I'm getting here. So because you do have a new beginning, but it's just being blocked by all this worry, anxiety, not seeing the silver lining, not paying attention to the red flags, not seeing the big picture. And I feel like you guys just really need to parent yourself and teach yourself how to see through the eyes of love. Archangel Haniel is really here to show you your passions. I feel like a lot of you guys could like knitting or sewing, or like to do hair, like to make jewelry. It's something very spiritual. It's something very calming. It's something really like creative and crafty that you like to do. And maybe it's this time is teaching you to really focus on your passions, on your creativity, on your art, whatever makes you happy, and know that that can bring you just as much as abundance and wealth and prosperity as any like 9-to-5 job ever could. And then you can collaborate and find others who also like working with like jewels and fabrics, or whatever the case may be of what your passion is. So this is your opportunity to really shift your perspective and really see it more from a perspective of working together than like being separate. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this together. We're all trying to figure this all out together. It's time to really collaborate and see through the eyes of love, and see the silver lining and heed the red flags that you're ignoring, in terms of like it's time to start anew. It's time to shift your perspective. So yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this gave you some like information, some guidance, some support, some encouragement on where to go forward now in whatever situation you're in. So yeah, I want you guys to like stay healthy, stay safe, and really listen and follow your passions. Your passions are going to lead you to great abundance. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Okay, my third pile. So if you chose the emoji with the crescent moon and the star, this is your reading for what you need to hear most now from the universe, guidance from the universe. So okay, so I'm getting like two things. So definitely you guys are in the midst of a new beginning happening in your life. I do feel like you guys are having a hard time letting go of the old ways, or old conditioning, or old societal structures, which is fair given everything that's going on right now in society and in humanity and stuff like that. So you're really in the midst of a new beginning because you have a lot of ones here. So that's really a great sign. But I do feel like you guys are having a hard time really like moving forward or really taking that leap of faith and trusting in this new beginning that you have. Um, so you have the rune of separation, retreat, and inheritance. It is in reverse though. So this speaks about rejecting the bounds of old conditioning and considering how you can help yourself and how you can help others with what you have. It also speaks about adapting to change with the slow change of the universe. So the universe, the collective, the world is changing, and you're not having a hard time adapting to it. You're just having a hard time letting go of the old ways, basically, which is fair, as we all are. But it's really telling you can trust. You have spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Hawk spirit. Spirit is your guide in this. You are ready for this. You have poised, you have yang in reverse, and come to the edge in reverse. Poised really speaks about being ready to start a new life, to really give birth to something new. You also have the card of claircognizance by it's Archangel Uriel. It says, pay attention to those thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So you are getting your prayers answered through your thoughts and ideas that come to you, and they are in midst helping you form this new beginning. Now, I feel like you guys, since you guys do have the yang card in reverse, which is the masculine energy, and it's in reverse, I feel like you guys are being over assertive, or could possibly be over assertive, over like using your masculine too hard, or having a distorted masculine perspective on things where you have to really like act and go out and get things done and do things instead of listening more to your balancing your yin and yang energy, but also listening more to your yin energy, which is the receptive, compassionate, the love, and the giving, and knowing that whatever is for you will never miss you, and whatever you give out into the universe, into others, will always come back to you without you having to do anything, but it's just the energy of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just you're embodying the energy of receiving what is rightfully yours. Before people told you had to work for it or work really hard for it. It's that type of energy that I feel like you're having a hard time letting go. Like you have to work, you have to move, you have to do things. If you don't, you're not going to get anything, you're not going to accomplish anything, you're not going to receive anything. And that's the type of paradigm and structuring that's falling apart right now, but it's falling apart for the better. It is to teach us that it's not all work. Like it's time to rest, it's time to play, it's time to be receptive, it's time to reflect and be self-aware about who we are, where we are, and where we come from, so we can really embody that type of abundance, and so that we're just ready to receive that abundance. Now, I'm not saying you don't act, you just have to, you're not just going to sit there, but you don't have to overact. It's kind of like a balancing act. You don't have to overdo, you don't have to assert yourself, you don't have to overpower anyone, you don't have to go out every day and trying to like get things done or trying to figure out what's going on. It's time for you to be poised and just sit there and know that everything is happening for a reason. Everything is going to come to you the way that it's supposed to come to you. Whatever is yours will not miss you. And really take a leap of faith in that type of way of thinking, instead of thinking that you have to do everything and you have to act on everything and you always have to be moving and doing something, because if not, society, quote unquote, says it's lazy, or that you're never going to get anything done, which is a bunch of bullshit, as we can see, which is what's happening right now. And it's just restructuring our thinking, basically, of whatever is going on. It's just the universe is trying to restructure your thinking, restructure how you think, how you move, and really trying to help you take a leap of faith and really pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you, because they are answered prayers to what you want to do in the future, to what you want to have in your life, and to all the abundance and prosperity that actually really belongs to you. So you do have flamingo spirit here, which speaks about embrace the in-between. So like I said, you guys are kind of in between worlds right now. You have a new beginning, you see the new beginning, but you're still kind of in that old paradigm, that old structuring and stuff like that. And I feel like the more that you trust spirit, the more that you trust yourself, the more that you trust Archangel Uriel as your co-creator, helping you get what you want, giving you those thoughts and ideas, the more that you can move forward and out of this distorted masculine energy that you're going on, whether you're female or male. We all have, yin and yang within us. And I feel like your yang is really out of balance right now. It's overactive. The best thing I could say for that is listening to some yin yang Reiki music, or some balancing feminine and masculine and feminine energy music, which I've been doing. So I've been getting this message a lot, which I've been listening to, just like feminine and masculine energy, like meditations, and trying to like balance myself out, listening to chakra music, all that fun stuff, just so that I'm balanced and more in a poised place, in a neutral state, in a ready place for this new beginning, because we're all going through a new beginning. But to get to that new beginning, things have to die. Old conditioning has to go away, old restructurings, things have to fall apart before things can fall together. And I feel like that's where a lot of us are kind of getting confused or getting scared and worried, because we don't like the feeling of things falling apart. And but we just have to focus on things are falling apart so better things can fall together. This is a new opportune time to really go after what you want, to help others, to really be loving and compassionate, to have a new beginning that's more aligned with who you are, that's more authentic to who you want to be, to more authentic to your future, of what you want to achieve in your future. So it's actually really, really positive. I do get like a really positive energy from this group. I just feel like I feel like if you wanted to like confirm what, like, if you're going in the right direction, or where you were, you're kind of like in between worlds right now. So that's why it kind of feels uncomfortable a little bit, and it's just best to like try to balance yourself as much as you can. In these pictures, I don't know if you can really see them, but all these are just about balance. So it's really important to balance your feminine and your masculine energy. I would say listen to like some like I said, Reiki music, in terms of yin and yang music, or like masculine and feminine like energy music, chakra music, anything to balance and center yourself. I feel like it's gonna do you a world of good. Because this really is an abundant time for you, whether you believe it or not. It's also, like I said, an ending of one way and a new beginning of something else that is really, really close to presenting itself, to manifesting in your life. Now, with the wasp spirit, it says sometimes life stings, and it's in reverse. So I do feel like you guys are feeling the sting of everything that's happening in the collective and in the world right now. I'm gonna read it, because I've actually never seen that card in reverse when I do personal readings and readings for myself. So this is something new. So I just feel guided to read it. It's number 64, which reduces to a 10 if you wanted to know. So it speaks about holding on to anger, jealousy, resentment. Maybe you're comparing yourself to others, you're comparing yourself to what other people are doing and stuff like that, and you're just feeling kind of tight, restricted, fear-based, worried, stuff like that. One, if you're watching the news, let's kind of like dial that back down a little bit, and stop comparing yourself to others, stop listening to other people's stories, because I feel like it's like clouding your own judgment, and it's clouding your own intuition. There are always going to be people who are more successful or less successful, more in worse circumstances than you, or better off than you. So you're always, like I said, you're in between. You're not them. You're not the better off. You're not worse off. You're just doing you. You're just in between right now. You're just doing the best you can with what you have. And I feel like you could be focusing on what other people have and what other people are doing, and where they're going and stuff like that. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be getting like that type of, like I said, that jealousy or resentful energy, because you feel like something could be taken away from you. If you're hoarding, please don't do that. Like it's just a fear-based thing, because you feel like you don't have enough, or you're not doing enough, or you're not like acting enough in this time of like uncertainty. And you are doing enough. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You're doing what you can right now. You don't have to do any more than what you're guided to do. And I feel like you're just listening to too many people, or listening to the news, or listening to like just stop listening to people. Only listen to your intuition. Only listen to Archangel Uriel, because it's gonna help you. Listening to others is not helping you right now, and it's really time for you to let go and release all those feelings that are making you feel bad, that are making you feel stuck, that are making you feel like you have to do something, like you have to do. You are a human being living. You are a spirit living a human and spirit experience, but you are a human being, not a human doing. So really like kind of focus on that type of vibe, because it's really like you're really calling to like trust in yourself, and not in like disappointments, not in what's going on in the world, not with all the people that are suffering or whatever right now. Do what you can, but you don't have to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, help who you can, give what you have, but don't give everything you have. I feel like a lot of you guys are like overdoing it or something like that. And it's okay to be in between. It's okay to like, to just be poised and be still right now. And it's time to align with spirit right now and trust that whatever's going on will pass, because it will pass. No, I don't know when, but it will pass, and it's already passing, and the pain will subside. And when you stop telling the story of whatever story you're telling yourself that's keeping you kind of where you feel like you have to do more, just stop telling that story. Like, you're doing enough. You're in a new beginning for yourself. And it's like, it's just, I feel like it's honestly just saying, like, I'm getting like two stories here. So I'm getting like, some of you are doing too much and like always going out and always like talking to others, but it's like in a fear-based, you're like comparing yourself to others when you're talking to other people and seeing what they're going through and their circumstances and stuff like that. So stop doing that, because spirit really wants you to align with them, not with others right now, because everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own thing, everyone's going through their own thing, and you're in between right now. You're in between worlds right now. You're not in a new beginning, even though a new beginning is very like on the horizon for you, but you're not in the past either. You're not in this hurt place. You're not in this disappointed place. You're okay and you're neutral. And maybe for a lot of you, you feel like it's not okay to be stable or neutral because other people aren't, or other people are over happy, but it's okay to be where you are. Like, stay where you are, be where you are, like align with spirit, like pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you right now, because they are going to lead you to this new beginning. They are going to lead you to take this leap of faith with coming to the edge and really start over. Like, you guys are really at a cycle completing and a new cycle beginning. It's just, you're going through like a challenging time of like comparing yourself and like listening to other people's stories and like comparing yourself to them. So that's something that you may want to look into if that resonates with you, and kind of try to just listen to yourself and be okay with yourself, and know that you don't have to overdo or overwork or always be moving or always be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be still, be poised, and know that whatever is for you will be for you, and you deserve the best, whether you do something or not, because you were put on this earth to you were put on this earth to receive abundance, to be prosperous, to be wealthy and healthy and everything like that. It's kind of like you have to change your focus, and like without you having to do anything. And that's the lie that we've kind of been told as like human beings, that we have to do something to get something. And that's not really true. Whatever you're doing, make sure it's aligned with spirit, first of all. Don't do it because someone else is doing it, because then you're aligning with them and you don't know their karma, you don't know their soul's journey, you don't know why they're doing what they're doing. You need to align with yourself and know that whatever you're guided to do, whether it's either sleeping all day or eating or texting a friend, hey, like whatever you feel guided to do, make sure it's coming from like an authentic spirit-based place, because that will lead you to your new beginning. I'm really getting like, stop listening to other people. That's what I'm getting like throughout this whole thing, because you have a new beginning where you can just be yourself and be authentic. And I feel like you're just afraid to do that because you're afraid like it's not going to get you what you want. But it's like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you don't even know what you want, because what you want is what other people are doing or what other people want. And it's like, you're not taking the time to really reflect and sit with what you want and who you are and what you want to accomplish in the future when this passes. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, spirit, the universe is really asking you to like I want to say get it together, but like get it together, but in like the nicest way. I'm saying this, like get it together and really like sit still, embrace this in between place that you're in, and really like focus on yourself and stop listening and focusing on other people and what they're going through. You can be there for others and you can help others, but once you start comparing yourself to them, that's where you're kind of like losing your guidance and you're off track. Like, to stay on track, you have to listen to your own spirit, listen to what you feel inside. Listen to Archangel Uriel. You can call on Archangel Uriel and he'll always show up and help you and answer your prayers as you're asking, and through like thoughts and ideas. You know what I'm saying? Whatever thought and idea you get, that is your intuition speaking to you, and that's where you should take your your action based off of, not off of other people and their stories that they're telling. So yeah. Okay. I know that was kind of a lot. So I'm going to leave it here because that's all I'm getting. So I hope this was helpful and I hope this resonated. I hope this gave you some type of encouragement or more information for what's going on with you at this particular moment in time. Feel free to check out my other piles or watch all three. They were all kind of similar, but there may be messages in there that you need to hear. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, try to be as positive as you can and take this time wisely to really get centered and to really get balanced and to really get to know yourself and where you want to go forward after this all passes. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care.